Yera se ogusoje brena wo hwe bedwam on Adom TV. Yakopo Insta sa brena brenya na wachi atum se we are #1 account TV station on my Ghana mu nyina. Me dey akwasi ensia. It just gone by was the highlight of Instrument season 8 and no call at the Febia when Yabre and me answer. Some of the highlights and the Kran more than one echo me pa. But I catch on semester what I vote. Yam pe situation maybe make us smith and so maintain a winning. No make us say any yam them vote. And tell film more to Mukasi with the special performance when we win vote. Make sure say you vote. Now Kran now pursue winning on to me winning and fama. So Sunday once again sir HWM for Instrument season 8. Quick one the dailies. You some of the wakata they about abonte and the day. The Chronicle the wakata and they share as here. Osim Mahama is resurrected the criminal libel law or signing Alexander Afenyo marking. Afoko hailed as a unifier in NPP race. The Chronicle, the wakata, I don't know. Daily Post. Government rules out return to global debt market as IMF bailout ends. Quality of water bodies improving thanks to blue water guards. Lance Minister reviews at passing out ceremony of 452 new guards. Daily Post. I don't know. Daily Graphic. Enough talk. Ghana must become nation of builders. O24 charges Ghanaians. Professor Hinsi named Africa's most influential marketing thinker. New economy model takes shape. Set for 2027 budget. $1.6 billion private sector boost for jobs. Large mines spend $25.2 billion locally over decade. Chamber of Mines CEO. Daily Graphic. I don't know. The Daily Gist. The Wakata today. NPP rejects NDC claims IMF program was derailed. Afoko's former headmaster endorses his NPP chairmanship bid. We won't be gagged. Afenyo marking warns over return of culture of silence. Hawaii MC chases NPP activists with BNI CID for filming Akufo-Addo project. FBI tightens news around Asante Akyem North MP's neck. RTI Commission slaps Finance Ministry. RTI Commission slaps Finance Ministry with 100,000 Ghana cedis. The Daily Gist. The Bokata also don't know. The Ghanaian Times. Post IMF Extended Credit Facility Program. Government to invest 1% of GDP in key sectors. Resist doctrines alien to Christian values. Reverend Wingam. Blue water guards record gains against Galamsey. Minister. No blanket renewal of mining lease. Expert tells government. Over 5 million Ghanaians may have kidney disease. The Ghanaian Times. The Bokata. The Ghanaian Publisher. Minority leader blast Mahama. Accuses him of reviving criminal libel to muzzle critics. NPP rejects government IMF exit lies. Would to meet trial. Former Deputy Lance Minister to testify. NPA targets illegal fuel bunkering. NDC 2028. Proud reveals growing bitter rivalries. The Ghanaian Publisher, Esononom. The Daily Statesman. NDC resetting Ghana to culture of silence. Asante, the businesses must be driven by ethical leadership, strong values. NPP challenges government IMF exit announcement. The Daily Statesman. The Bokata esu enom. Tuweni samudo bi anano pay. The Bokata no ede eba ejaso. Ebre ewiedu. Ese yani abijafo betnase na ya twi enkomo. But aseba ko ayi so what say Ghana for Bebe Edio Enkomo the arrest of Asante Akyem Member of Parliament, Honorable OK Frimpong. And I raise a lot of issues. And perform before you said Ghana government, either Parliament or the Minister of Foreign Affairs, ain't dealing with a same way a year. Dear and campaign for me idea from Amko Masanamene Farouk Awahab or your international relations expert, and coaching Mofasa. The arrest and detention of Asante Akyem Member of Parliament North. I'm quite so. Chaba there.
Yeah, Boko.
Yeah, they are say. Do you think, sir, as an international relations expert, the way Ghana by a handle case with the Kwanswana, you could have done something far better than saying you?
Let me correct the impression. I am, yes, international relations comes under also diplomacy. I'm an international diplomatic consultant.
Sure.
I mean, corrected the impression.
Yeah, that's
which,
it.
of course, dynamics or the side of international relations comes with it.
Okay.
Now, question is, Ghana buying Asante Akyem and I say foreign ministry in one, parliament or handle the government of Ghana. It's a parliament that swears in the government of Ghana. It's a parliament that swears in the executive. And she say, I can't assemble it's a parliament. Omuna omnipa akudi adwem.
Okay.
Government, I know you're different in parliament or chinibedi. Omuna omnipa. It will blame abiding too much. Fanny said the judiciary, the parliament, they make the laws and for the judiciary to interpret. And the parliament makes laws for the friend saying the executives. In this regard, we are one of their own. Parliament attention attitude towards this matter. As much as I will not blame them, I can only squarely say, it would be on fan chairman and I say, I won't say the too much approach of such international dynamics of such cases. And I say, but I think, I'm on for Kasa, we are a member of parliament. We are sitting member, Republic of Ghana. When he's saying Ghana is a sovereign nation, Ghana is a sovereign nation within the sovereignty rights. And your parliament is bigger than any agency, not a country. Any company, not a country. Not even the UN. UN is not bigger than Ghana. It's an association. It's a union. Ghana has a flag. It's bigger than that. Therefore, they are chief member of parliament. Now you're on what crime? You say FBI, ABC red alert. It is not raising red alert. Or the bench warrant. Bench warrant, the American FBI or Virginia United States District Court. Look at that. District Court Nwagi. And also the other Amsterdam. Then you mentioned here what the flight Ben Woko. The destination was Amsterdam. That was UK. Seriously, Oko UK. Yes, I'm part UK Woko. So Amsterdam here then the transit point. When the final KLM. I'm putting on records. So if he had an international arrest warrant, if he had International Court of Justice arrest warrant, if he had an Interpol arrest warrant, it's issued worldwide. Airline Bia Yaditoso. Ghana Kotoka International Airport, Ghana International Airport. KLM will fly over 45 to 50 years. In the last 26, 30 years, KLM will introduce profiling. What does it mean? Before Amsterdam, you subject yourself not to the airline official first. You subject yourself to KLM own appointed profilers. Profilers. Laptops. Laptop near Ghana immigration there. And your Ghana airport services there. And your airline there. And your friend say a check-in counter for there. It is for KLM. What does it mean? Maybe there. If you are not my call treaty visa.
Okay.
Number 2 airport. The profilers will be able to tell immediately because they have all those data in their system. Now, we'll be a member of parliament or London. In this case, a third party, Holland. The first party, Ghana. The destination, is the UK. Third party, Amsterdam transit point. Now I go through profiling. And he said, American for the bench warrant and the and we're a sitting member of parliament of Republic of Ghana. What does it mean? 4 things also considered international diplomacy and international affairs. 1, is the person on address? Yes, valid address in parliament, first address. Second address, country of domicile, any Accra, Ghana. Place of abode, Republic of Ghana City, Accra. The next constitutional address in the constituency. It was a person that has an address. Let's say a true say you receive a certain international American for the bench warrant. This person has an address, 4 addresses validly. It's Yanko Attorney General's office. Any American for extradition on the Yaman Yunu. Bakon any extradition on murder cases.
Okay.
Mienu drugs. The Yakanina on request, which is called the MOU. They invoke the MOU and they say, Obi every American tax. Scannerson. I idea my syndicate here, but you, yes, they invoke, they put a request. Attorney General's my grantee. Ghana for police mem, in most of these cases, and Interpol related. And Interpol, FBI for Bamba Interpol, but FBI for the Chuo Kroma, Interpol for Mpensenpensemu for Fang, an Interpol case, an American nuclear or nuclear district court of wherever, in most cases, or the University of New York, say New York, no, then District Court of New York. Either Queens, Boulevard, and Brooklyn. Or no, the Queens Boulevard area, District Court on the first place or the NACO. Because they have to take the person in there. It was really bench warrant tonight. I don't know if bench warrant tonight. But by your court to be in easy.
Does it mean, sir, the process here, they actually a member of parliament of a sovereign nation like Ghana, and you're wrong?
Completely are not acceptable. Much as I trust the Americans and how they do their things, they bully themselves through. If it works, it works.
Okay,
there's
so
no reference of what they've done, they've tried, and it didn't work.
So what about this argument too from the other side? Is said, well, a member of parliament say if American government and all the AC so say and Ghana by ancient famana, when you say as an MP or an immunity would have been a bit difficult, say make me arrested. But in someone's country there, that immunity now will enjoy Ghana no and Qatar also sir. So probably almost here it take a smart move to work against Senegal and could Ghana by NSM.
Many problem. The problem is that everybody Romani Holland, Schiphol Airport, for your information and for the listeners. Schiphol Airport is the Central International Police Station, Central Deportation Center, Central European Union Commission, the European Police, Holland for the Commission, and home intelligence, home airport, and the Bibiada. Bia, Senanka at the European Union. The European Union called the Schengen, particularly, because Holland is a part of the Schengen.
Okay.
And that Schengen for data as well. And going to be in border KLM. Do you get me? The airline, the profilers would have blocked him. They wouldn't let him because his name would have been blocked on the European Central European data.
Okay.
Okay. And European Union, and what that means is that in Spain, and as a Portugal first entry, and this issue, man. It is a KLM, as he actually Amsterdam. Many problem, but many million himself. Schiphol Airport, a idea. Countries, African, especially Ghana. I had women you the more than any other country in Africa. But 45 to 50 years.
As we speak, dear Bernard, Parliament through the central government of Ghana, in this case.
First thing the Parliament supposed to have done, which is already passed, but it's not too late. One, yes, Omufre, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, now Ofre, my colleague, which is a part of the diplomatic corps, Amsterdam mission, Holland Embassy, HOM, head of mission. Niyomusa said, Niyomusa said, everybody, and that's a Kwamben or Faswat, you are blocking on the Central European data swat, what Timufu KLM. This is a question Amsterdam, Embassy, on behalf of KLM. KLM was Mabusa Kwaya, what Timu clearly through profiling. I know Pafma. Yeni Holland for Nankasani extradition pact on set cases. You no more murder international. You no more drugs international. But so will be third party arrest say money laundering. No, me sure say you no more. because there are 2 warrants. I know there a daswa. Holland when you invoke one.
Okay.
ICC warrant, International Criminal Court warrant, and I said International Court of Justice warrant. These 2, and I said the 3rd one here, Interpol Red Alert, which is the whole world subscribed to it. It's none of the 3. None of the 3. And if it's the 3rd one, the 4th one here, the action is coming from an agency there. America said agency, no, Ghana government. And the Parliament of Ghana is bigger than agency, so they could have said whatever you like it or not. They could have requested. At the end of the day, you no more MOU. Our Attorney General's office, FBI, no more MOU. Our Mubabeji, yes, I'm home. Yeah, dear Bako. Also, won't sign it because U.S. District Court aren't signing. And I'm referring to the case of Mr. Furiata. I'm referring to the case of Madam Sedinam Temaklu. The U.S. District Court won't sign it. And she said, one other request here, it is incumbent on the Parliament. So we're one of their own. One, it's raising constitutional challenges for the Republic of Ghana, 40 million populated nation. Why? Because say you could hold in Amsterdam for 15 seconds, sir. It is creating the country and costing the country for it to go into another election at the expense of a certain agency. And medical crime has no limits and no boundaries. Not that we stand there, no. There were international approach to certain crimes. The Mabisa said, the American governor in the back, and on the Chad, our problem. And on the Senegal, our problem. And one called Senegal, and one called Chad. And Mr. Frimpo, the American, or no massive. Then mom said, oh, yeah, Ochum, that's American governor, the back, no only Chad, our problem. Then, yeah, international case, ICC, ICJ, Interpol. Nasa Ghana said district court to be raise our Chad. So I should share American governor says not Ghana pay. Who bet the American governor come Chad? Who bet that come Nigeria for so much shame? What is not good is not good. What is bad is bad. What we do not understand, we learn.
Okay.
International diplomacy has different dynamics, not social emotions.
Mate.
And not social illustrations. And now we are dealing with
Thursday and U.S. Department of Justice and the state maybe Babont said, say, truly 5 Ghanaians, yes, say they have been involved in money laundering and what says romance scam.
Romance scam.
I'm not yet no.
That is U.S. law, and the people were arrested in America, or they've been able to manage them to get in America.
Okay.
You can't say anything. Now let's say how we come to life sentence. America going to be jano.
That's it.
And we no any domestic law, any domestic approach. Now when it comes to go step out of the boundary, now deal international issue, you have to follow the international protocols. One before so back up. There is a certain FIFA president be a near friend Blatter. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at FBI focus with watching because the Caribbean and then the Caribbean and the Americans representative of the FIFA. Why are money laundering? Now that money laundering, no American for dream no. Say, Russia 2018 World Cup no. A certain June because of FIFA. No change cano and of name on Blatter so him. And this is the dynamics and the irony of the case. Straight to four busa FBI for one. Watching permit squad the Baha Bay away.
Okay.
2. Find a mamma quine. Come on, I never will visit free, which me about Americans today, no problem. But one kind of mamma quite a moment. Mom show the indictment letter. I need the young bound the bench warrant. You know, I'm saying, look here. Bench warrant does not arrest a Swiss national. I will belong to a sovereign nation. Yes, your law. Who will be there? Be a complainant. In a Swiss court, invited a blatter. But that is the end. So they even warn them for illegal entry, for illegal work on the soil of America.
But I say, Ora Awahab, Sarope Ojebre, and the where I for your time this morning. Yenugusudi Assembly, you hear baby a beko, Aquapusi, Eddie Alpha. It's a trim 1 week since I did a channel at Skipo Airport. 1 week about Besney, Akyem. Yendasu ADHD, baby a bepping, Eddie Alcohol. So, the brighter side of life, let me say happy birthday and confirm Dr. Richardson Doe, General Manager, Technology. We every team Adom TV, Asante Akyem, Adom FM, what Adom brand. You see, we show all the best. Now, couple inch down now on your kese. Koi say obeye kese pa. Happy birthday to Dr. Richardson Do. General Manager Technology. We wish you all the best. Nyame Emma Nyokra Elshibiano Wonsa Entimi Eka. Once again, happy birthday, Confirma Mrs. Sarah Awudu, the wife of Abdullah Awudu, General Manager of Adom Brands of Multimedia Group Limited. Mrs. We wish you all the best. Nyame Nshirao Onyo Kese Kuisobeye Kese pa. Thank you. Continue to be a good mother, a wife, and a grandmother. So to come. Then also happy birthday and confirm Mrs. Josephine Aidan Aqua, Senior Manager of Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, member of End Time Assemblies of God at Denton Branch. You wish you all the best, Mrs. Yami Adom Nyekese also. Yami Peja Nyekese was way through by Isaac Kwame Afrane Boafo. And in the Belgian, I also wish you all the best. Seminoka saying, a former MC. Okay. And happy birthday, so come Akosio Guabuaji. You know that. May God bless you. Yami Shirao. Onyo Kesedodo. Omu akuma swadi embre ma dodo. Wakuma penti. Onyo wadom. Yabia. So once again, happy birthday, Akosio Ago Abuaji. A former MC, Clement Opokuja Fiduna Framework CI, the former DC for Amansia South at Nase. And America's were print to say NPP addition to Abamana Omra Meye, National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party. Amanyuku. Abanam Sini, ya wochu mo boko there.
We don't have fast too. I watch him now, so I fast.
Yeah, you have to say Engineer Frank Pedro Asar Esquire, as you are a member of the NDC National Communications to Babe Cancer, and a pediatric air combo. Kwame, what are you afraid? What are you afraid?
Medas. So, blue black.
What want to pump here?
Oh, Asante Akyem.
Oh, okay. Ojokumasi.
We local content. Asante Akyem. Okay. Groomsmen. Okay. Groomsmen or Mrum. No one a pam mame. Okay. Metawano say when ya fabrics been to your pama mame. Muntia kakra. Menyasha my advertisement here and you could feel you.
Kwame sheye.
Oba da rumeshi.
Yes.
Say your kwada say wufo.
Yeah.
Na ibu pitiri sorry ani asori. Nyankopon say ona de no hoto ne so no. Ade nyina di boa won bewie wonye. Bewie wonye. Timi ogidie mapa. Se me de me hoto Nyankopon so de. Ebesi nyina be di aboa. Amen. Bewie ye. Amen. Amen.
Na we there before we call Abraham who said the minority leader Alexander Kwamena Afenyomake.
Yeah.
Some of the comments even if he say she's a lawyer. Saying I don't regard a judge. I'm telling him what on site me for contempt. Kwame ade.
Ade say
yes, I know day. Not day. You see, they say a whole minority leader seems to be showing off to a judge of a high court.
Of a circuit court.
A circuit court.
Yeah. But judge by judge, it doesn't matter.
DNC say, I'm going to say, Bibia Benawi.
We are the man we you.
Nade.
Because Mammy Chow, na Benchia, Yana Hefo, Titu Pane, MPP 4.
Okay.
MPP in leadership, Free Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the incoming president of Ghana 2029. His Excellency, no pay, baby, obu to be a Wakwara no ba, Mawache, Ono Hukani, Hajia Samira Bawumia. Chair leadership also, Afi, with the above for Maba, MPP Mabuna, party no dachi, is see a senator. Michelle Bibia. Kwesi mpanyinfo e kan se bi se bi so se be nyaado se bibi ankwaka papa enji credit na afei so no ye se yen kan ni wachi a o se agrade ed
okay
ala kwesi se okomenhia da ho na okoto se twene edda kwamna ne kon ho a ni eboma wajiwe say akure bi mu na hye what you say say contractor no so awu yi kwan no so twa kwan no na amfa ofi a o se na ni tene na ni gine okay onim kwan yi pa o meboa
sure
okay na ma me so wasem bia o ka se wiase mu ha na kamia ye se obi biara pe obakwase agudie bakompe na wo Bididi se ankama kasi ewi na nkansem na maka ewi na kama twaso because mabu bebe numa nansia nti bajun bebe abete where I'm driving at
okay
but for purposes of clarity on say eya say all of a sudden Ghana for ewe kasa na we abe kasa na wo hwa na abechi obi kwasi memetie woni madwuma me a lawyer ni I'll be the last person to disrespect the law. I would never do that. If you say as part of your training no also kwa na obwa na obomra no ho ban
yeah
in fact TV so radio so down there nyina ye ka emremu nsem cheche emremu ma amanfo afoforo so tiase we betimi aba menini benya different views on legal issues not only views and enemy views but the position of the law still stands
okay
anything na quarter judges me and certain asem so me no timi ka say enko benku ba ko si enko nifa judges num tina asem so me sati mika se enko benkum me no se enko nifa if I thought that and I credit mika se enko benkum na ba kwa ka se enko nifa there was minority decision and the majority decision unya unanimous there na so mu nyina adwena ayebe akọ benkum eno me chere se emra no mpo aye nyina ya kosua ya kire there's no way say at all times ye nyina adwena be kọ benkum me I hope you get my point. In there, obi benya disagreements in one way or the other. But the level of disagreements, no, anyhow we treat the disagreements, no, and none of for raising concerns. At the end, no, sena enye enra. It cannot suddenly be right today. Good. Obi kasa, obi a okwan so kasa o. Ade ba kwa na na Kufuado. Because say campaign in the year 2008, 2012, 2016. One of the Trump card they can say Nana Abdo Apenso as Attorney General and will repeal the criminal libel law. And kanina nka wo kwasi wote o TV sui o kansama usuru. Is a na o kan kwa. We na police officers are now BNI for Kratwa Babacho. But in we've come of age. A democracy in a power. Inti a neo casama suronim. However you are measured. Sabeya usu could sit you so far with this one and who's fin. Impona abra wakan semwa. Ubisusu se wogun who fino. Se meme kwampuka memetie. Bisusu kwasinsia. Mamponi this year, who were good mufia. I was some treble either personally or through my lawyers. Say, I question somehow kind now no radio so now TV no so. A good mufi. Na Mrs. Say one can ye say it here. Ain't me mau sima me mau da pen me mau na ochi. Chesign e pa me ho chew. Me say one chance pa me ho chew dia. Eno na me de wo courts.
Okay.
Akwa no na wa be civil issue between me and no.
Okay, to Kwame. You share the Abronya case against the Adenta Circuit Court Judge, Lydia. The comments by Abronya, though defamatory, is it not also one way or the other an attack on the judiciary? Describing a judge as a politically tainted judge. How do we want the right-thinking average Ghanaian to see our judiciary?
Me drive it. Because you politicians no. Me treachery sana me share the cost na. Ana ye misre. Ya na kame say wa ban mu a ni refie ho. We forget there is tomorrow. It will not be dark forever.
Sure.
And see, when it gets to a point, say, you use state institutions,
okay,
and the intimidating opposition and our opponents. We are as politicians, because Ochinano 2 million badani.
Okay.
The same state institutions are near issue. Police for ne BNI for no one. Any you could need a bend because a guana said that's all. And this is for by and young one who use. Strangely, me read a social media. Minia I awa Mohammed Chere besides a police in Nina Debiana Yache opposition in Pebby on a Denecon. Ade ono a special person and I said then. We have police in Miss Michelle crowd and in the say, hey, they are not fire. I mean, just comment on the Dinkomo. Tina, I watch and say, no, and Yamin Kwana my observe. For our to have also written that let's also observe. Anybody so I observe.
Okay.
But this policeman, yeah, I'm for the human row. And I said, and this is by the father Jumo. He has been there since. In fact, at a point, no, or also Juma Odi, no one would do on society.
Okay.
I buy Bessa, or Bessa this Jumana. And consider Baina, a beb allow your home, a beb Massan man akoso. Fair never do I with the Amcase a avoidable. Cosy, my main cassette, a bronyan sema wakano. So me cassa me matas who create tea, I shall me bois. But me ready.
The charge
sheet no and a mammy a fair idea of what's almost a way.
Okay.
Say who make key comments sir you bet show contempt.
Okay.
Contempt in idiot. And your court then won't quite to show contempt.
Okay.
Even court down who crowd to make me show contempt.
Okay.
Be a we the court down who my foot me could you know move to 2 room in it me show contempt.
Okay.
In fact, outside the court premise, be a Ukraine court or so. Hey, you better show contempt of courts.
Yeah.
And see, I brought you the minute so or court there more.
One court there.
Or cow mountain.
Yeah.
Also, you're citing for contempt. Yeah. The processes leading to that, no. And a amount for reason concerns be brave. Minia, Obi Tifi, Swedru, Agona Swedru.
Yeah.
Constituency organizer, the digital organizer.
Yeah.
Okoye repost. Say Obi na post here then or no share.
Okay.
And I say, I saw this in town. Na oda ho ne abefano. One ne yire da ho. Enim ba bia wafa. Hwe yenka say Obi di bone na ana say state no esusu say Obi aya ade a enya emien kwachi no. But the approach because say wo da ho ni ebe fawo anajusumu obi anka bibia nche obi a enim ba bia ye de wo kọ wo yire no ma be ye de wo busuafo because this country we have a history nkofo ya fa bi mu a o ma ba bi obesi ne wo busuafo ahu mu we have a history and Jesus our history no coming by that history no say obi da ho na obe fa na najo na one say na tira kwan tira bi ade ne kwa na busuafo will every legitimate right to ask questions.
Okay.
Especially when nipani ni aban na ewo honum. No opposition person. Minim say political activities omo yese omo chenkofo. Obi okra onye politically exposed. Tie be chena won. such a person and raise concerns, but a wrong approach. Me want my clients be I can mention his name. I don't talk to me.
Okay.
Me wa na ne wife friend me say one ne kuru da hoya betchino ahomachi. The wife called me at 4 something a.m. Say achi no kunu no. I'm say how am na betchino also onim the private cars in the buy and they are dressed like national security. To be say almost say omo de koi almost say shut up. Omo de na asheke mu bi anim ne kira. Me sorry ya me dware ye no say kiki. Me ko national security office me ko bi na me ko CID. Just say
you see Kwame say as a nation we continue to experience this recycle of
exactly my point.
Sir Enema way.
You see, because not to cut you.
But sorry, but
sure.
Kwame, to be honest, our politicians need to be measured.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
No matter what.
Of course.
Our politicians need to measure their choice of words. We malign a man for especially our president. That we want to project somebody to go and occupy the seat now. Yeah, malign. It's bad. But me from Mpensenpensemu, dim Mpensenpensemu. This is anything pain. What can I say? I'm on yourself. Say, well, my bed pa no man for any beer. Ye be away. Attacking the seat of government. You president. Are they? Dim Mpensenpensemu say what you need you. Because you bet you a party for me to be able to what you don't want. Right from 92 BCN. And we have some politicians what supporting some party supporters see a new penny for them. What kind of people are we? Minimum but we allow people to sit on social media and now quite say uno be argument now who make you point no any atamua unkanya sasem what kind of people are my ben
who your views in your life
Pedro Boko there yeah bro I met you as uno be argument on social media that's it but when near atamua I said the person is not making sense.
Let me show you a social media post this morning. Nana Hesi Ojiri. Sako make comment me. Efa a minister of state ho. Na minister of state who. Etmia ba be say stop fooling. I mean minister of state.
Where
lies the ethics?
Something crass sebo memu ya too much.
Minister of state.
You crass sebo ya too much.
Say utmi be say so obi should stop fooling.
What's that?
Say onya Jimmy. Na sebi who want it here? Who want it here? And say you are if you are not bakra e mo bi. Now we are minister of state.
Really I can't cry we say we bit me catch us here do headquarters dey fa you could do what and really? Party supporters are happy say there will be a coordinator. Hey
we
shipping ourselves to this level. Pedro,
Minister
unfortunate.
Shipping ourselves to this level.
Ya man you na ye you no. Erikanya ye say the attempt any kasafifie any enso ade nemu ade no eye agentre ha ewo. Ene social media na
abade the minister. See.
Emfa hu say nipa no benya akwanya wo radio so ana TV so. Even obetumi atena ne fie na wa tweet ana wa twere o Facebook to say honorable king. Nti very unfortunate but bibi ebe bia nso say hu say ebetumi nya replications. Ye wo aman bia ntokwa esi wo ho ye kasa ya ho. Nti akwasi I understand your frustration.
Sometimes what's a obi do atamo na wo de nya tre bia the profile. Now ready about the person who do what then you ask yourself say
Akwasi ya moto ye safre the mo bisu ye na say me call show bi so me wie na me call mo Facebook comments go for say wo so pa me see we are share no masere because
ono nya
and you are at liberty not to agree with me. I know I didn't know what say. Chinchina when they may yarding.
Yeah, MPP NDC there. You are failing Ghana.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, MPP NDC for one by year, to be honest. Because some years back, even the kind of argument we see in our parliament, the kind of argument we watch on TV, listen on radio. Now I'm talking to the own dear everything. Standard not drop it too much. Cause na baba yeseni na no den na no ya betimi asopa obi e dey pushing so on TV so on radio so. Social media saba ye kura de bo. Because I know politician penifo. Ya would think of bill supporting party members e di wo call atem.
Na we see nya panyia sebi. Manukwa mi do. Penifo na nyi.
Obi asem say nkro mo agimi na nyom nyina na ewu. Ebi mo so ni ebe mpanyifo.
Some krana because me some years back sana me yakwara ana.
Only just hope.
Me want me tests.
Things will change.
Obviously.
Will pray.
Say nyame nkuwa
obeni. Will pray.
Nyame nkuwa. And adeba konso say, Pedro Uminia no kwasi eminia. Beyond politics, your relationship.
Oh yeah.
And the fact say who NDC na who MPP no. And just say yeah, but na radio so I was say be so pay ho. That's one thing. Now say obi to say me meti hey. Me opposition. Na better TV so na me so pa na me di President Mahama atem. You see I can criticize him. Say ne be can but say me you see vulgar language. Now I don't already me party back power 2029. Near mama cabinet minister. What is it to people? It's a incentive to woman say radio TV is not even with the atemwa. Even more. And we have seen it before in government. Appointments. They are cabinet appointment. So no wonder he's still in that station as a cabinet minister. Oguso echere.
Yes, I'm for so and kebe gatekeepers so. You see colleague of ours sit on TV, radio. I want to Ghana for pay.
Yeah.
Daily part them penny water super pasa. I want to Ghana for this. Oh, I see of fire. You see, and Kenny watch you see grown there. One day, or back can be a far. To me, see you be papa. Dinner, time say yes, a young colleague.
More fire.
I say, yeah, I'm on your semna. I'm more mental today. I have four. And can walk, send wine. So I'm not betting at trapping in a wooden at them. But I'm on your sem Ghana ma and am I a fool? Yeah, politicians, even so, I'm on your I have four more. And he also subio side China way so in our space. Then the world diatem no when I Ghana for people show. Ghana for so you can't home be. These are the people who always want to heal. Because initiatives and Ghanaians are timid. To be a sorry beer, by ye rising like a beer, they will support to be a woody at the new pattern. Unu mammy at them. Only one can what them. And he said, why dream man come on a year in this year? One day to get to your doorstep. You also 77 simple so memoir check. Sakosisia meya, she have never from Katim Sakosisia and this is not journalism. But you support and give them the boost and the views. To unpay for a tear going toward my when a mere numbers. What kind of numbers? Numbers are 10 years throughout. Is that the kind of numbers that we want? And Ghanaians, is that the kind of people want to see on our television? Educating us.
Kasagu.
What is
Pedro, why lawyer quick one on the minority issue on this actually.
CID, incoming National Youth Organizer of the Opposition New Patriotic Party. Na menchia one my tea na titiri mikrum sehwibo akonfo asem na ye ka no eye asem bia ehia omamuni nyina I made my positions is asem ho emfa ho say dibre asesa. My position in opposition, they say, sir, achiche no, especially police no use section 207, 208 of the Criminal Offences Act 29 no, me my dream no, it is not right in some cases. Men say some free ho. Okay. Na nkomo na ye di no. Ye amanyo no, aye nya kwanya etumi twro, etumi kasa no. Or see who say yeah fundamental human rights na am I crying for freedom of speech, you know. Sa fundamental human right ne so war responsibilities. Okay. Nti se kodu baby na say sa responsibility no ye kasa no akotra. E wo say omo nso a emra na mo kwan so mutumi enforce no omo famra kwan so. Nti constitution no acclothes certain people with some powers. Sa powers na e dia mo no enye omo amodia e constitution na dia mo. Say we police ni we mo BNI we yoko o betumi achi obi na emom se obekire nipa na so famra kwan so nti se wan famra kwan so na party e wa ban mu no adwen ni se ye no mo ya ma ye opponents no mo chichiro mo na won so wani gi a dan kwa ma bi no be free ba bi a wo na obekọ akire na ototo bo baba park ni so na kwa me mo ye no
to see a correct sa
o how na wo ho no emra na kwa me mo wa ban mu a na police for ni yoko ni BNI ni order security agency for no eye no ma bia na ye kanse sa de no mo ye no enya de pa na isipai na omo si emra ni tirase no na ye omo de because that's amra no bibia kura ma omutim so mbe ko position me ntena ho na dachi bi ma ba we say ne ya ye wa ba mika na eye on record and I've been on record on this matter arresting political opponents for the sake of it, no, however, you may say, Kwame Wohai, one of the critical voices against this government, because I guess Akranka won't mean unity say or national youth organizer, Yachene Dana. Omo Kasa Pam MPP, miracles, Abwaje, Yachenana. And Tinet said, Obibian so I yachini be an yemo. Na yanko bisa sana ana no asembe ni si e no waye e no waye ani enche kwampoku enche miracles na ye chiri and these are critical voices
they be omo yo mahi
what I say omo kan sam kura na sabe tonkofo asum sin omo ayese ya chichi omo no ti yenso a ye kansa ni nyina ye ntu yenkofo no sofo e da na me omo flag bearer e statement by me kan ye the baby na me no enya adwen eye the fact say want to omofo say nsem na mo kan so monhwe na mo hu say freedom of speech no it comes with responsibilities because and this year opposition ya chimini asami jenfi ya che koku ayidoho ya che even non-politicians omaka nsem na so matro adia na ye critical of the government at that time me cassette yai. Why would I in this time also say ya che akwasi a still yan kwaso ne yenye sa dabi na mom say ye kwachi akwasi a ye hu say akwasi afom mrakora for instance abronya de my position has been the same say section 208 ni 279 207 ye de born no me madwem no na hu hia e was say court ne citing for contempt na wo kwa ha court ye citing for contempt ye say bra na be yi wa no de entia any say court ne punish for sasem na wo kan ye no okwo na akwokiremu na say eto asumu ye say fa hudi anto asumu ye say ne ko fie na ko da ba bia aban e na behwe wo so nti say ye ne sa yetumi so e ma fine kura na ye jaw say ko but in the past regime minia ohne babu ama he went for about 3 weeks e wo nsem kan ye say ya bi ho nti media medi twa to no one ye hu say freedom of speech no aba atenase okay ye nyina ye be koso enu ntina wo hwe ye global freedom analysis na koso na ye ba ye sisi 52 about 39 na je say ye dai ama nipa to me tro madwen pa however no ye freedom of speech no so it comes with responsibilities now responsibilities no enye say wo as individual nko to the entire nation because ena mabenya kwanya te ha ye di nkomo manhwe ya asɛm a metumi aka no ha betumi de oye ni abɔman mu manhwe ya asɛm a meka no ebetumi de abusua ntetimu aba ebetumi kura de ɔhaw bi aba kuro bi so ɛno nti ye nyinaa ye nya akwanya etumi kasa ɛma ya mayokuo no yɛnka hu se asɛm bi a yɛka bia no ɛmfa nsosoaso bɔne bia ɛmrɛ ɔman no ɛno ntu na edu baabi a police wɔ no so yɛbɛka sɛ ɔmo nso nyɛ ɔmo adwuma because sɛ ɔmo na ɔman ne mmra ne mma ɔmo kwan sɛ ɔmo bɛ ensure peace and stability a ɛne ɛsɛ obi ka asɛm bi na ɔmo susu sɛ ebetumi de oye na aba ɔmo betumi ɛde n'esie kakra na yɛyɛ hwehwɛmu na mmom esie no ɔmo de ne kwa kosie no ɔmo mfa amra kwan so mɛmi nkɔhyɛ da nyɛ nkɔfo ayakayaka deɛ ɛnyɛ yɛ adwene sɛ amanyokuo na ɛwɔ aban mu no yɛ please ɔmo mema adwene mu no the more na police ɛyɛ saa no kora ɛma opposition no nyɛ rallying point because MPP for ntansa bɔ ɔmo aban a ɔmo bɛbu yɛ ɔmo amu ni yɛ aganafoɔ pam ɔmo kɔ opposition ɔmo kɔ ɛyin ɔmo ani so abiri ɔmo hu deɛ ɔmo yɛ but these issues are bringing them together nti as a government you should be worried. I was saying, who say normal the opposition for no be united against your government, no, and yeah, dear boy government, intermediate.
The position of this nature, no, rather helps
it helps them to bring the people together. And I don't know more, no. Who say, yet you were near Bobo and on ye. Say, what the Mrano so FT Obia crying to me because Ghana for so any Ghana for people say no, they muye, they assume a CIA. Abronya or no Angasat or can you crowd so won't see the Abronya Cano. And we share if you run up to a more flag bearer election now. Maybe I come I know Yabotre. In some more kaya for more flag bearers, they be ne aspirants, they be ne even as of phobia more, memone and twice assume. But said judge there, ye officers of the court. You bet me ye be against ye as politicians by a court need ye. Even if say court to be as jina ye bia one in yadrian, ubet me criticize the judgment. The ruling of a court there say a public document. Inti bibia womubia, ubet me a someone in yadrian. Name attacking the personality of the judge need a sipai. Enna say judge ni so kwesi gina bi na wo mpia kura the law has a remedy say the circuit court say circuit court can say na wo mpia obetumi akọ high court ebi o obetumi akọ court of appeal ebetumi akọ to supreme court nti yemfa ye mra na nya adwuma se de mra na ye adwuma o man mu a asomdwe beba obi anya ase
okay brase Pedro Asare a member of the NDC National Communications the for adwen kire bra ne ke kama 0531029795 0531029795 yeah for day and maybe a fiba account for Mekal say Franco Trading Enterprise sort of for perform papa party a which and abenye for ya the boy a work from beche and the amount na ye kama papa Franco che and a woman say Nokia Samsung iPhones and I open kwandi a Franco Trading Enterprise Ghana babia bekobiano or krabata awodum or smart TV so ranging from 32 to even 100 inches. Samsung Franco air condition from 1.5 to 2.5 horsepower, chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blender, generator, gas and electric stove, CCTV cameras and so in the period apedium. Papa Franco Chena Benya, friend 0246 422 338 and 0555 939 311 and 0302 225 651. Franco Trading Enterprise still from Papa Fie and Odom. And idea about Sobia and Nubijini a Mortar Guinness. Mortar Guinness. So ye bia o yakech. Kwamo kwa mobi. E wiena bonus na node.
Baba me say.
Bako.
Bako pe.
E na kasa na mde mawo.
Ene forward ya.
I listen to I would go party. Bako wa show so that jam and that came a wia bona money.
Na go so ma bia na ka be.
Me mo da coming catch me ma drink akwa party.
Okay.
E ma drink aben wo kam. Aja ukwa kodia wanom se na bi betimi aseto kakra Pedro beje
o media nika pre no no schedule so media minister
so Mortar Guinness jeje kan ni bra bachi ato na make sure say made in Ghana, proudly made in Ghana logo no ebo ho ene papa ni pa boni fo bi di ba fra here akoto ni ko say oto to Mortar Guinness made in Ghana we Ghana ni adwuma made in Ghana na Ghana ni adwuma etimi enkoso ye da waba yaba to so bedwam ni ye ba ese yada se osa ejoni be chebeke kan message ya wodi aba na we quick answer am video yi Because Asante Mampon eba ne nya kono enye nika sa ba video say sata so convert na no enyu so de na to ne adwire gumte se ne untimi fra Asante Mampon ko adwira enko ategbo enko amante enko yeji ene so ye Monday adwira market day
enye yeji na adwene o se de no yeji ba
yeji adwene yeyi ene free
ene mo di fufuo ni adwene nko ya
sa pa to video no ba me video na ahwefo ehwe be nya kra
Mikrumbo apo so mo ko yeji
me minister ora kwa me government agboja we da no odin man pen for nkonkotwe come this situation and thanks to Emir Asante Mampon report because he made us say for this video Dio
ekwan ni mu
achesa
we kwan de
we ni feel free university one more
first year na
dem first year
university sa university no
ebetiesi adwa kwa ni mu a
ekwan ni mu ache
kwa na busa no
you some the panto kusi so
chale really panto be dasi
we be chance ma ye
de Kwame Abuja
Abawi
Kwame Gamis Abuja
adwuma Abanwe ye de so Kwame na we be ye ni system
Kwame Gamis
Abuja penso de anka be afi ba
kan ya kra untimi nyamfa
tikasa aka chire nkwanu na adwadefo a
omonkofa bo aman kofa tachima kan say kransa onkofa bo aman kofa kransa
de but men den
we da no odin ya no
na we say afeni ye be covets ye be ye omo be fete be avje be you be check
better by can be done.
Of course.
Sorry. This.
And monsieur nous a chassé à nous.
So start here.
We municipal assembly no so betimi aye.
Assembly skabe.
O betimi so mus kan ko betimi aye. O betimi.
O mama penso mo ti ho next time. Be for quarters na no mo de mo ka moja ba
assembly ni ngu.
We are not. Ti be sre.
E yo ku. O se ne wani abere.
Ekomani mi se esi ba bia ne be enana bisi ukromani amro
esi ba bia ori
enana bibisi ukromani amro
se de wo kan sa na ye de manso de nyina abeba
se ba ka wasem eti wa wo hwe ye ofe
o enya me fe me ra
ene ye adwira market day Asante Mampofo nsutafo ye pese ko edwa ewo adwira ene o market out
na ze na Mampofo to mo
ye mfa we hu ne ye nka bibi kakra mfa ye road engineering no
okay
sometimes resident engineers na most of them are Ghanaians, no civil engineers no. I share designs no road kwan nankasa because me sure say before so mo be ye roadway no on be fast soil on be soil sample analysis on be check e ho nyina ehun ba bia nsuo epie ba ne sa no ma no I'm thinking say sa kwan we no engineering deficiency na ma na afelici because say ye no ibia ye ehun say nsuo no ano odin ebetumi adwiri kwan na gumu anka we could have put in some mitigation measures bi wo ba bia because NC ekwan ya boka ye no akwasi nansen wonam kwan no so na tutu poto bebre now ya wo
me for some nya MC no na me call this situation yes I'm not in
ye won kro ni bi so ha omunya omuhu kota krado me na mbia penso mo si kro bi kraba kota enso muhu kota da din kota na ba bi so ye di kan e de o man ni sika akom say ye koye kwan ye bewie no na ekwan na say thickness a ye di begu so so ani e wo say ye proper gutters a be bue mu ye nsuo ni betumi afa because nsuo de o da ho say o betumi asinsuo kwan untumi e ba with force na abese kwan. I think say we have to have a real look at how we engineer our roads.
Pedro, any question? We so another year or say a man just so ye maintenance culture.
Okay.
Because me ni say so the turn run na man.
Yeah.
Ube come no na cracks.
Ama signs bebre.
Ama indications bebre. Ama ye wo bi wa assembly ho a oye municipal works engineer. Na juma ne say so ko hwe say na ma we nyina no ma Alex ni ehu kwa be fa so e be ye.
Ye be fixing it.
Oje akatua bosome. Na juma me ka o man mu say da bia ka say o man mu. Kofo bebre yeti o mu ka o mu nya adwuma bia. Cause o mu adwuma na o so o mu ye no.
So o mu aban adwuma.
Yes, aban adwuma mpa. Bebre ekọ adwuma akwaje akatua bosome. O mu nya adwuma bia. Because you cannot tell me say ye wo urban roads feeder roads.
Yeah.
Engineers go bebre. Office no matter they should be doing monitoring.
Inspection of the roads.
Say say na sinti o say yes nye. But so me so a no akwaja ketua. Busumi bia na ketua beba. Saa de we nyame ne da na se na ka akra nsi so a etwam na aguagu.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Can you and akwasi the rains are coming.
Yeah. Next month.
They are here. The rains are coming. For the last time, the rains are coming. Ghana, ye efficiaboa. I finished so I bet Nemunia. What do you wait? Adom TV for what up Pamonchant to Omakofa rain one engineer expert. I bet no show so. I'm an abeka the entire incident here. See Nipa planning Nipanyoma. I say I got a buafasui. Yeah, as individuals. Ye will role to play. Where a bear wa bemu. Ye regional minister, Honorable Simon Semensa. Say from February Ebebiano. Offer all MMDCs. No what your plan to curtail in so near balance.
Okay.
Then the engineers will guide you. That as I can say a damo ho, you decide it. Mu tim, mu yewe, until udopa under 8 years. Asante region. First and then so twa. Oko yarewa ene subin so ni ade ane francofo you can never say and at that time a francophobia because now on pragmatic measures ahead of it all the time especially omano the Kumasi proper no asokwa ofori krom asawase francofo all the time mubeyim sa mubetim it so no to in a free flow ekọ bebia e wo se ekọ enti yesere so no ba Pedro kwado say aba because no so to wan kan kroma nya de aba enso to wan kan kroma nya de ketwa
and a lot of areas in Accra for reporters ne be sha say enjoy mo be ma mo report so other areas
for example Kanda highway yes achimota o ba bi say e say you say
basa
traffic pa
na so to na highway so na so na beta so it engineers aduma be no moye asem na ya be se kire ka no ye nka na Pedro abetena ha na people for na say na this for na say enunti na engineer no boso so akwagina katua no wadi aduma na also wo ye no no afa no wadi na ensuo gu kan so
anodi
highway driver na uso gu ahụ ya be bokọ aje
say ye kwan no ahu say ye ma ye ni ekọ eka no ho say na ye tu we mu free wa betu ya compensation e wo say ye ma kwan ne so ba soro na ye fele ansa ne ye drainage system won chen e be ye costa when you say ye frebrofo bi penny wise poundful inti samre no na be cost so be $10 million to do that wanya it will rather come and cost you about $100 million in the near future. You know why? Say this year kwan no nsuo no egu so na abrasion ka no fa so na be say e creating more holes inti edru ba bia kwan ya any 6 years ye repackaging yes and so akoye ne fofura ne bo na din about 3 or 4 times the initial cost because I was say we surface ni nyina now san so ye re-engineering and san no aba be ye inti I was say ye dis ankomo ye no mo hwe say obi bia ye ma wo kwan contract say wo ye no oh yeah no up to international standard na nye bibia yes I sika no sa na be say na recycle
mamene the MC for Asante Akyem West Honorable Yakubu is for what about there na me hu the picture video see me hu the anod too much about the say about the say
ensure toy no ano awa hano ano since show toy you share the TV ase me will be say that na ano amachi ana me ya report say hello abu ana me ya sauti dede na awa hona yewo hello me ya what's the name
hello nabo
what's the name
Zapacho, me try to say nya honorable. Na me tell ka wa why. Me try to say nya honorable na. Ha, we ma second topic na ko kem because we there. say am ye ni am na the way na nsuo na to na say no
dabe okofa obuase dunkwa road ache
me if say dan e call e no ano
okay last week me call court or say group na me fa so 8 years or more about 9 years ago na me adwuma dunkwa cocoa board ntina ekwan na fe na omo beye na futuro power so tra especially wo tra obuase junction kwa enti ye ba aban mu no na mu se ya ye kwan no me ko ye 1 or 2 bi ho ayi opani akwasi agyeman Zurich ho no free ti me ko ne maame ayi just last year am ko yi kwan na ya ye no tutu se
e dem I'm telling
kwan na ya ye no
I know
Ghana hakakra maybe okay my fa it's too bad
na wabra man so du bia kebe hia kwan ni bi
yeah
enti saa sika na kede be repackage bi akoye du kwade ne se beti na awo man so du bia ne data no ne patam
yeah
but now I was say double money uri bi be kwa ha na de bia kwa enti da bia sebi ye konsuogu kentemu we ya ka bia sore kwa no anu no o ma ye ka mom kwa o muntie obi sande bo nkwa o munya o mu no mu bosun ye betia na kenta say ade a ye tai ne
performance
me se me wo yonko bi a oye nurse ni na oye adwuma wo aban nurse yi bi ana wasanya another work private hospital na say mu so we jai private hospital so ade no we jai say you de o mu yusu mi dodo o mu yusu dodo ne chese o say okwa no pa
yeah
sebi ne phone ko ntimi nsum
private hospital
oh yes me say o say ne phone entina bi o my friend no on fa so he was calling to tell me so oh enya bo apayo na say entu kwa na ma na jai adwuma no private hospital akachi ade ma no kura sa okay
Odabu Yakubu hello Dabo
Yes sir, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, but me mo ama. I feel me toka. What's the way for? There some years see I am akwadufo.
Hello.
Hello Nabo. Hello.
Metonka.
Na me tonka wa hanom.
Metonka pa. Hello.
Okay, ona me to dia mo yere ma akwadufo no.
Metonka. You better kasa.
Ona dia na course dia na mo yere ma akwadufo dey see ai. Oh. My friends. Pedro, quick one day. I am a best at 2 minutes, but not enko. Well, what is my
main case? Dedika yemo omampanyi Mahama be abaso na yemo finance minister. Ekwanya ye baye na oman no economy no atete apansam. Na this is the fastest recovery. Omanya dedika aye domestic debt exchange program somewhere in 19th December 2022 and ebe hu say sisi ababe adru ne de oman no economy na ye jump ye call international market aye pesika ye nya bi bosia de anka obi obo bosia de openkofo kra no abo mo bosia because of this hu besu be ye high risks intinipa ne peso de nisika ebe maye na ye say afede ye nya haircut na ye hwe de babia omanfo no esu na ye baye inflation baby and nam 23%, interest rate skyrocketing. We share your exchange rate now $1. It's costing us about 14.5 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Until you decide economy national sir. I was so pay kwanya obe to me manage. Abanda dano ebeko IMF near country mo say baby amount to mo normal kwa kodru. The only way out is to go for a bailout from IMF. Omokache say nko IMF china. By the time I know more connect say sebi nipa we are within a emergency. Ukwa ye betumi aye bibi kakra aboa no. Nti na bibi say it IMF program no 3 years policy aba awiye. Na ba awiye ni hu ni say dabi e was say enter into a non-financial agreement and where the policy coordination instrument PCI for 36 months. And no, one, to maintain our international rating now, international investors, so confidence.
No, IMF because what checkmate here how we.
Yes, yes. However, no,
we are not going
there.
Is it telling us, say, our own, we can't be disciplined, Anna?
No, not at all. Far from that. You see, IMF instruments, baby, and Africa, I think about Cape, Senegal, Rwanda, Ghana, and other countries have entered into this piece. Okay. In fact, the first time Ghana entered into this IMF, because mostly now the credit facility and standby agreements are now on a structural adjustment program in 1987. But we purposely say, look, but against the we want to maintain it and also get investor confidence.
Are we to see say after the exit no sikebe kroma
no I shall to think say and shada nye accurate say you can say sikeni kroma. What does it mean? Aban the biggest spender in every economy in Ghana no you person who say aban spender or say share aban programs previously now about 4 quarters kra na yentua district assembly common fund apart from the last quarter all the common fund there was echo
watch up na me you can is all kind from Bantima. The government is out here celebrating that Ghana is done with the IMF bailout, even though there's not going to be additional fund disbursement. However, we are going to be under strict supervision of the IMF for 3 years, subject to the same structural benchmarks, same qualitative and quantitative criteria, just like the extent credit facility program. We didn't exit the IMF. We just moved from receiving money to receiving orders. For the next 3 years, the IMF will still be checking our budget. Okay, let me call the next one. John Mohammed and NEC have failed Ghanaians woefully. They no longer even talk about the 24-hour economy, which was supposed to give birth to the 133 policy. This shows how unwholesome and deceptive their politics has become. We need a total overhaul and a complete change going into the 2028 elections. Blueprint from Esikado and on the buy. 24-hour economy we live to see. It's laughable, like the Nkoko Ketekete flying to where the guinea fowls hide. It will take people who work under the cover of darkness to sustain the 24-hour economy. Do we have even electricity to operate around the clock? Even Momo vendors are robbed and brought in broad daylight. What will happen to them if they try to operate after 7 p.m.? Teacher Kujo, Eddie on the buy, I don't know. Well, so Eddie, okay, Mamiko. Good man, I was deeply hurt the minority leader that he didn't release the tag. We will come for him to account on his ruling to the circuit court judge in his press conference yesterday. That is the only language these people will understand and use the due process in their works and refuse the temptation of Jubilee House. Next action. Anyway, bye. I am wondering why this government is so happy to exit IMF as if this is the first time we are going to IMF. Of course, similar thing happened under the NPP government, but we later went back to them when the global economy was at its knee due to Russia invasion in Ukraine, causing disruption of major supply of oil and grains. So I urge this incompetent government to hasten slowly. Nana Akyem Mwabwate from Ablekuma Central. Kwame, quick one, Amenko. Yes.
Brofu bebre na Pedro akeka na GDP na skyrocketing na 1.5.2 me ma me okodi o no te kantama total ya ma skyrocketing ni 0.2 ni 0.8 ono won fanya hwiu de hian ne say enioma na MPP apen so na bi oto ni 2 cities no
okay
aban papa na o mo se aba no o de baba bi a 1 cedi ana bi a 150 pesos ana say me ba kan wa say how can I say one so ko see why style
me time was o say Kwame e be share next week
Ghana for no wa be saba the Ghana for when say next week why you moving out coming in o the here ne say enioma bo be yefu na omko kromo matimi ato nioma na omatimi atu school fees na light bill ene urafie na oyere ni o make ajo mfu kwa na ogbofu sare na o charge o phone no ni nyina no e bete so
Kwame Poku
that's it
Pedro
about 2 seconds na kaje so da birthday minua baba ko Ramatica Oton ice cream cake ewo Adeka Glass Adom animu ho na na any birthday.
Wish you happy birthday.
Nyakopon hia no na.
Oh
yeah. Okwa akọ ice cream cake no.
Na share you organize fantastic.
Nyakopon ya watch na Alfred because na share Adom TV background.